On August 14th, 2025, at approximately 1 p.m., those who were in attendance and on the panel and also the public airways were caught off guard. And we say this in total respect. That webinar changed the perspective of what Mr. Ash Mufareh and his technology teams have been doing. We were blindsided, but in a good way. He laid everything down as much as he legally could, because in the back of the minds, or maybe in the front of the minds, was the Securities and Exchange Commission. But despite that, we have never seen Mr. Mufareh happier. His energy was permeating through the screen. It lifted up everybody. This didn't seem like a man who was worried about the outcome of the SEC. Bill and I have seen posts that were ridiculous. We've always said wait until you hear it from Mr. Mufareh. You would get the accurate details. And we weren't disappointed. More about that later. But what impressed us most about what we were witnessing is that we were witnessing history in the making. And we who are founders and affiliates are part of that history-making event. Whenever Mr. Mufareh does something, he has a calculated reason why he's doing it. For instance, the thought might have been why go public about something that was designed in a cloak of secrecy. The reason he wanted to do that now is to really bring out the truth that has been misinterpreted, that have been maligned and set matters straight. And this is what he did. Everything that was revealed created so much excitement that it was hard to comprehend. Do you remember how everyone thought that the survey was just something that was basic? He had a choice of getting a third party to design this survey. But no, his tech team said, no, we'll make our own. And it was just incredible. For the first time, we saw Mr. Mufareh underestimate a happening. It was resounding. The results he got from the survey shocked him about the positive responses that were given in the survey. The survey was the precursor of something that Mr. Mufareh was going to do next that would affect the logistics of the webinar. He asked Julian and Gwen about companies that had what they needed for the webinar, and getting a third party to provide the software behind that technology. He mentioned that to his tech team. They said, we'll make our own, check back with us later. He did, and in less than in about 4 hours, they had designed the technology. It was amazing. He was shocked that something that significant could be done in a relatively short period of time. This is not one of those mom-and-pop local things. This was a statement attesting to the fact that his technology team that he's assembled, which is not the team he used with his previous company, this team produced something in an amazingly short period of time that entire industries are making money with, but they said no, we'll do it in-house. That's what the technology team did. They told him it was perfect, it was tested, and it will work. And that is what we are using for the webinar today. So you have two products that were used. Both were highly successful, both designed and created by his technology team. Mind-boggling, heart-rendering, completely amazed at the technology acuity of this technology team. Then to top it off, he dropped this bomb. He said, we're not money hungry. These are two products that we have already designed, that we are going to, as a company, give those away. How does somebody give away billions of dollars? Why? Yes, that's Mr. Ash Mufareh. There were some questions asked that were related to what the webinar was all about, and there were some really good questions. They were all positive. They were all answered with honesty. There was no put on, there was no dodging of anything. Everyone who was on the panel had the highest respect and love for what Mr. Mufareh had accomplished. Little did we know before, until we find out were designed by the technology teams. There was no fanfare. There was no, look at me, look at me. We've got two products that are going to totally blow the minds of the users. The surprise was that we were already using that technology and didn't know it. The lesson learned? When we think we know what Mr. Mufareh has done and is about to do, we don't know. Mark down your calendar. August 14th, 2025 was the webinar that was heard throughout this globe. And it will be known as the milestone for the introduction of the new company's digital products and solutions that some have already been approved. We were maybe looking at step 2 of product innovations. But what if they've already completed step 7 as far as products are concerned? And he's feeding the rollout systematically. He said that we would always be the first to use the product. And he was right. The haters and naysayers, this was the worst day of their lives. but for the founders. It was a most joyous time in our business and social lives, because we know that this is just the beginning of the transformative technology that's being created in-house, that is going to completely revolutionize what's ever been used by people on the internet. And, as a cherry on the top, do you remember we were talking about the SEC's lawsuit against Mr. Mufari and his previous company? That is finished, complete, meaning it has been accomplished. It is no more relevant. It's been closed. It's been settled positively. Mr. Mufari said that. And we believe him. If he wanted to, he could open up a new company each and every day. It is not going to affect the founders and affiliates one iota. So there you go. Keep listening and watching. Our OES back office. That's where the truth is. Anything outside of that is full of misinformation. And if you feed on misinformation, you're going to starve to death. Forward, all of us who are dedicated, loyal, friends of Mr. Ash Mufareh, his family, and his Beyond Space Age technology teams. Some of our thoughts, in our own words about this webinar. Thank you.